First set, first leg is Deta to throw first.
Marco, the referee, didn't get involved, but the MC, Richard Ashdown, obliged and had a little boogie.
I think if Jules Van Dongen had offered a dance to Marco, he might have been slightly different. He's more into the hard style stuff instead of a bit of cool Jamaican music.
Strong start from Hedman on the return to the stage where
81.
She's come so close so many times. Those 3 finals, also fallen at the semi-final stage on 3 occasions as well. 2 of those finals went 5 sets. She was beaten in deciders by
100.
Lisa Ashton in 2014, and again by Trina Gulliver, who claimed her 10th World Championship crown in 2016.
A lot of people have said to me that they think that that was her best chance. We look at the passion on Trina's face when she won her 10th. It was just written in the stars for the greatest player of all time in the ladies' sport to get that 10th win. But I've got to say something about
60.
Deta Hedman, because I marvel at her stat screen almost monthly. I keep looking at it because it takes that long to read it. But the one thing that jumps off the page for me is the gap between some of the first times she's won a title to the most recent. Now, if you look at the Swiss Open, for example, which is an extreme example, well, not that extreme, in fact, but she won it for the very first time
21.
when I was 10 in 1989. The last time she won it was in 2019. So she won it, or has won it, 7 times. First time to last time, 30 years apart.
She has been a dominant force in world darts for decades. Kewish here threatening to break her throw in the opening leg on her return to the Lakeside stage.
40. Tori, you require 120.
120 on offer. Doesn't like it, steps across to try and find a way. She finds a way. Can she find the finish? Yes, she can. What a start from Tori Kewish.
She's dangerous, all right.
Second leg, it's Tori to throw first.
Her old nickname was TKO. She has somewhat adopted a more Australian-style, relaxed nickname of Torza.
100.
And she's wearing a very much inspiring shirt in this tournament, which has the handprint of her late great friend Kyle Anderson.
Tori Kewish will not be underestimated by Deta Hedman. They did meet in the World Masters a couple of years ago, and that went to a decider.
140.
Hedman winning 4-3.
Yeah, Tori was on a bit of a freebie in 2019 at the Masters. That was a really good experience-seeking trip, but she's a bit more versed in the ways of the stage since then.
41.
And I don't think it's a gimme for the #1 seed here. I think this is a really tricky encounter because the young ladies are starting to show that they can mix it with the legends. Look at what we will see from Bo Greaves later. She's not even 20 years of age. And you look at what Kirsty Hutchinson did last night. She looked really comfortable up there.
Yeah, but nobody doing as well as Tori Kewish is doing here. A ton followed by a brace of ton 40s.
140.
To leave herself on a 1-2-1 finish after 9 as she looks to double her lead. She was looking for the bull or the 25 with the first start, but it shouldn't matter. She's a long,
41.
long way ahead in this leg.
Just has to be careful. After the match we've just seen with Thibaut Tricol, he outscored his opponent a lot of the match and failed on the outer ring at around about the early part 60. Of set 2. I think she's taken.
80.
She didn't mess about with the checkout in the first leg. One dart she had at tops and she hit it. She gets one dart again and hits it again. This is clinical stuff from Kewish.
Did you see that look? Tori gave the board there. When she hit that beautiful top, she just looked as if to say, ooh, that's nice, isn't it?
Well, it's back-to-back 15 dart legs from Kewish. This is as good as we've seen from anybody in either tournament so far.
Yeah, this brings up the age-old debate, doesn't it, Murph? Is there any reason why a woman can't be as good as a man?
41.
There's no such thing as a male advantage in this game of darts. Years and years and years ago, Trina Gulliver, for me, was one of the best players in the world. Male or female. Now, in 2022, quite simply, we have a sport
100
that can be bossed by any person on earth if they have the talent. Gender is not a hurdle.
And the opportunities, of course, which is what
100
the women players are starting to get more and more now. And Deta Hedman herself, a real trailblazer. She was the first woman to beat a man in a TV major. Beat Aaron Turner, who we saw earlier this week.
I'm sure he'll be absolutely thrilled that you brought that up.
100
Well, apparently the garden's getting done. That's the good news. Bad news, you've got to wait till next week. Tori is not hanging around. 2:25 left after 9. The scoring performance so far has been very polished.
Certainly up for it. Again, it's a couple of three-figure visits back-to-back.
41.
She looks to complete an unlikely whitewash opening set against the #1 seed. A woman who has won more titles than any other woman.
63.
In fact, only one man has won more titles than Deta Hedman. And that's a great Phil the Power Taylor.
Must find something very fruitful here, and she is finding what she needs.
140.
Beautiful visit from Deta. Torza this time on a bogey number. But is bearing down.
60.
Maybe should have used the 25 and bull there.
80.
Hedman to get her first leg on the board.
Well, she's just been shown how to do it. She may do it in 2 darts, double 10. Is that a big moment? Because Kewish has been flawless with her finishing and has 102 in front of her here for a whitewash set.
Oh, the one thing you can't have in that region of the board, treble 1.
82.
It's worked out all right in the end.
Deta, you require 10.
But she needs Deta to miss double 5 or the equivalent of 10 points in 3 darts to get the shot for the set. Is that awkward? If it was, it means it's more awkward now.
No score.
She gets the middle line very flat.
Tori, you require
That's why double
20.
5 is really difficult for her. Kewish at 10s for the set.
Ten.
Nerves here from both players.
Deta, you require 10.
Hedman herself has already missed 5 darts to hold her throw and stay in this set. And still she looks at double 5. And she can't find it. Kewish comes back.
8. Tori, you require
Same double.
10.
But if she misses north, like that, it's inviting.
5.
She can't find the target. That's now 6 set darts missed.
Deta, you require 2.
Double 1. Not where you want to be when you have to hit.
No score.
And Hedman hasn't hit.
Tori, you require 5.
And it's Tori's turn again. Well, full concentration here on getting the single 1. She finds the treble. It's not as bad as it could have been. She still gets darts at double.
No score.
But fails to find once more.
Deta, you require 2.
You just wonder if Deta does find this double one, what kind of lasting damage those 8-set darts could be.
No
but she's
score.
getting more.
Tori, you require 5.
Back for the treble one. No.
No score.
Well, after such a blistering start
Deta, you require 2.
from Tori Kewish, she went out in 15 darts in each of the first 2 legs. This one has already taken twice as long.
No score.
And on it goes.
Tori, you require 5.
This stage does funny things to people.
No score.
And it's having an effect on them both.
Deta, you require 2.
Well, 8 becomes 10, but really should have been 14 darts at double for Tori Kewish.
One thing I have to say at this point is that when you get a little bit of humour in your veins in a leg like this,
no score.
It's no good for you. You've got to rediscover that focus right now if you're Tori Kewish, because this is for set 1 to be halfway. Great single for double 2. They're both in the madhouse.
Deta,
and this could decide everything.
2.
This leg, the craziest of the game, I don't think we'll get one crazier, could decide the destiny of the darts match.
No score. Tori, you require 2.
Same height as double 5, just to the right of tops, not the left. And Kewish has won it by hitting double 1 right in the corner.
Tori Kewish.
One right now.
Not at all.
Second set, first leg.
That break definitely came at the right time for Deta.
Game on.
But it's not often I say this. I think the break came at the right time for both players. Usually when you've won 3-0 in the first set, you don't want to go off the stage, but Tori left in a hurry. Maybe to scream into a pillow or something, just to get rid of some sort of frustration at the fact that she didn't get rid of that first set a bit quicker. There will be plenty of people in Oz right now tuning in to watch Torza. She's got a lot of friends down in Victoria and all over Australia. She is the Australian #1, of course, courtesy of many, many tour wins down there. She's won pretty much everything that the WDF have got to offer down there. The likes of the Australian Grandmasters, Australian Masters
45.
on multiple occasions. That's in her backyard in Victoria. Usually hosted at the White Eagle House in Geelong, home of that famous AFL team, the Geelong Cats.
100.
Well, we were saying it during that third and final leg of the first set, Paul, but that could prove to be the crucial one, despite the brilliant couple of legs that Kewish put
59.
in. The one where it all seemed to go wrong for both players could be the one that makes a difference come the end of the match. Hedman missed 15 darts at double in that leg.
60.
I'm sure that hasn't happened often in her career in many legs at all. Doesn't matter what level of experience you have, you still need to find that first double in a match. And she said it herself
62.
in her interview, didn't she? Anybody can beat anybody in best of 3 sets. It's cutthroat. We've seen some of the best male players go out in best of 3 darts. Maybe the men just getting a taste of what the women have had for too long. Short format stuff at the Lakeside.
Yeah, we just saw Rhiannon O'Sullivan there, a real contender for this title. Thrashed Paula Jacklin in the opening match and then defeated
94.
Tori's practice partner and fellow Australian Corinne Hammond in the last round. Now Kewish looking for another decent finish. She'll just lay up
60.
and leave tops.
Deta, you require 156.
Well, this would be ironic, wouldn't it, having missed 15 darts in the previous leg to take out 156.
Would have been James Hurrell-esque.
Yeah, that was a 141 from absolutely nowhere.
140.
That's a great 140 from
Tori, you
Deta.
require 40.
Tori's back at tops.
Yeah,
And she's loving that double.
Tori Kewish.
3 times she's hit
Second
it
leg is Deta to
with
throw
perfection.
first. Game on.
And she doesn't hang around either.
Well, if you are going to miss a load of darts at double, miss them all in one leg. That's my advice.
I agree.
And that's the advice that Tori Kewish is taking.
100.
I go back to 2017 here at the Lakeside. And I remember a game where Deta was defeated by Casey Gallagher. That was seen as a massive
100.
shock at the time. Deta again came in, fancied, highly seeded, #1 seed, of course. And Casey Gallagher played a phenomenal game of darts and won by 2-1 with a really good performance.
60.
And Torsa's looking to mimic Casey Gallagher from 5 years ago. Was that 5 years ago? Wow.
Well, put that leg aside. At the end of the previous set, this has been absolutely brilliant from Tori Kewish, as we see. Someone who's been brilliant many times on the Lakeside stage, Martin Adams.
I thought you were going to say Andy Barton's. Well, it's not actually Andy Barton's, that.
140.
Well, that's why I didn't say it.
Great darts from Deta. 100 ahead.
97.
Still is ahead, but only 4 points ahead.
But yeah, the 3 winning legs,
Actually,
15,
three points ahead.
15, 15 and 19 for Kewish. That would have beaten or at least been very competitive in any match.
Yeah, 15, 15 and 19. 49 darts. Just do a quick sum in my head. That's around a 91.8, I think.
Yeah, and the other leg that she won, she did win, of course, was 38 because of all those darts at double. But you can't really look at this match and her average tell you anything.
Not at all. When you've had a leg like that, averages go out the window.
41.
They won't be thinking about them for the rest of the match. There's Tomo. Paula from the States watching on. Paula Murphy. Eliminated earlier in the tournament. Kewish fails to get the 60 she needed for a shot at double 16.
88. Deta, you require 100.
Well, she's only had darts at double in one leg, Deta Hedman. She went for tops.
60.
Bold move when you haven't hit to darts at double and you try and hit 2 in one go.
Good point. Double
Yeah,
12.
came short in the
Kewish.
second leg. Tori Kewish.
On fire.
Apart
from leg 3. The rest of it,
Game on.
supreme.
Well, the winner of this match, and Tori Kewish has the darts here to be just that, and she's making the most of them. Brilliant start. Yeah, the winner takes on Lorraine Winstanley or Vicky Prom on Friday evening here at the Lakeside. And it doesn't look like it's going to be Deta Hedman.
I'm going to bring up a story again
100.
from 5 years ago when I was in Hong Kong with Tori Kewish. She was playing in a soft tip event, and well before all of the
40.
stuff done by Lisa Ashton and Fallon Sherrick, Tori Kewish in an event took out one of the United States best players in David Fathom in the last 16, and she made the quarterfinals of a mixed event, and that was a big deal.
58.
And she only just lost out in the quarters of that event. She's a very dangerous player, and she's definitely one for the future. But just one more point about
60.
Tori. She's thinking of actually quitting darts because she has a very promising AFL career, or Australian rules football, and she's tossing up which one is going to be more fruitful for her future.
Well, she might want to think again,
100.
because this is one of the displays of the tournament so far. And she's in again. And again.
As they say in Australia, you're a gun. Gunning your way to the next round, Tori, and possibly without losing a leg.
2 180s. As she bids to close out the match.
81.
Cannot ask for more.
Tori, you require 41.
All she wants to do now is avoid a repeat of what happened at the end of the opening set. Double 16.
Game.
And Hedman's heartache goes on.
Tori Kewish.
It is glory for Tori Kewish.